Hey guys, it's Mike Millions here, and I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of miss the days of the old kamikaze cash. Before YouTube was my job, I could just make videos I liked making. And one of the things I liked making was low edit 3K challenge videos. But one of the hard truths about quitting your job to become a YouTuber is that as soon as YouTube is your job, YouTube is a job. It stops being fun. And as a result, I made a couple of half-assed 3K challenge seasons here and there in which I lost money. But I hereby declare those seasons non-canon, and I'm ready to get the original vibe back. So if you're an OG, raise one up. We're going back to the Robinhood 3K challenge, but we have to take our starting value and adjust for inflation since last season. So I'm not going to start with 3K, but rather with 100K. With no further ado, let's toss this salad. For this challenge, there are a couple of serious rules that I need to follow. Rule number 1, I'll trade on Robinhood with 100K. Last season was on Moomoo, which is a good broker, I use them a lot still, but there's something about Robinhood screenshots that you just can't match anywhere else. Rule number 2, I'll focus on Theta Gang strategies once again. That means cash secured puts when I have money, and covered calls when I get assigned and take shares. This is also known as the wheel. But I also want to crank up the heat a little bit and trade with some decent sauce. So I'll also look into poor man's covered calls when the timing is right. No matter what approach I take, the focus will almost always be on selling options to collect premium. Rule number 3, I must reinvest my gains into shares or options. I want to be a little aggressive here, so I'll probably lean toward buying leaps and then sell short-term options against them. That's also called the poor man's covered call. And rule number 4, I'll show all my trades on Twitter since I can't realistically post in real time on YouTube. My handles are @KamikazeCash or @TradeWithMikey depending on if I keep paying for the premium handle. I don't necessarily recommend copying me since I traditionally use the TLS strategy, which stands for trading like shit. But this should give you a taste of the Theta Gang lifestyle regardless. So boys and girls, let's get to it. Here's my plan of attack for week 1. It's mid-morning on Wednesday, January 14th, 2026, and so far the market's been acting a little bit poopy. There's no other way to say it. I think the market's dropping because the CPI came in a little bit hotter than it was expected to, so we got more inflation than the economists wanted to see, and because it looks like the Supreme Court is going to delay its decision to declare tariffs legal or illegal again. And that's causing VIX to rise. People are getting spooked by all this uncertainty, and that's what's causing SPY to drop off too. But I don't think that's going to be sustained throughout the day. I mean, a drop like this usually doesn't last. So I'm going to actually buy a 0 data expiration call. I mean, why not? Right, I think the market's going to bounce. Let's see if I can get something. Let's go down. Let's buy the 691 for 20 bucks. Why not? That'll give me something to do today because otherwise I wouldn't really be trading at all. And I think stocks are going to bounce. So maybe I'll make a little bit of money off of this. Maybe I'll take gains at, 100 bucks or so. And then when stocks rise and VIX comes off a little bit, maybe then, as stocks are higher, then I'll have an opportunity to sell covered calls, which is really the plan. Look at that, I'm already up $1, so we're off to a good start. If we still had a $1 menu at McDonald's, I might even cash out now and buy a McChicken. Checking back in at the end of the day here, I'll admit this didn't really work out, this SPY call. It was, quite a good bit out of the money, and although SPY teased me a couple times, it never quite turned around, it never got above 690, and initially I was up 100%, just, a few minutes after I opened the position. I took a screenshot and didn't sell. So, so be it. I'm just going to diamond hand to the end of the day and see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe Trump will tweet or something. Alphabet did a pretty good job of jumping up, down from lows about 331 up to 335 and is almost green for the day. It's down $1, which isn't too bad here. If I hop over to Market Chameleon, you can see that the IV rank on Alphabet is remarkably high. It's 85%. That means that the implied volatility, and therefore stock options on Alphabet, is only higher than it currently is 15% of the time. 85% of the time throughout the year, stock options prices on Alphabet will be lower than they are now. So if I were looking to sell options on Alphabet, now would be the time. And I'll admit I'm a little hesitant to sell covered calls at all right now because I think Alphabet is going to be one of the better performers this year. And if I were to get assigned on my covered call, look at the gain I'd have to pay tax on. About $16,000. That would suck if I got to pay about $3,200 in order to pay tax on these shares that I don't want to really sell. But I also don't want to just sit here holding shares of Alphabet. I want to get more aggressive in this challenge. So I'm going to trade Google options, and I'll look at this week's expiration, so 2 days from now, and I will sell an out of the money call. let's sell I want to get $100. So let's sell the 20 delta strike at 342.50. There's really no 16 delta, so let's sell the 20 delta expiring in 2 days, and we'll receive about $92 in premium. So let's look at our handy dandy chart here. If Alphabet does rise to above my strike price at 342.50, I will be on the hook to sell shares at that price. That would be about $7 higher than it is right now. So I'll have gained $700 on the shares, plus the $93 from selling the call. So my break even is 343.42. A large part of me expects Alphabet may reach that price this week, but I think this is a fair bet. The 20 delta volatility is high, and this expires in 2 days. So I'll sell this now and hope that we see some flatness tomorrow, and then we'll move in to the end of the week and reassess. So on day one, we're going to presume that we are down $20 on the SPY call unless some miracle happens, and then I'm on the hook with a 342.50 covered call on Alphabet. We'll tune back in later in the week and see how this turns out. It's shortly after market open on January 15th. It's Thursday. Alphabet was up pretty good pre-market, but it dropped off pretty quick. I'm not sure what happened there, but we were up at 338, almost 339. I started to think that maybe I shouldn't have sold that covered call after all, and then by market open, it was down to 334. So that puts my covered call now in, it's still well out of the money. I'm up $27, about 30%. I'm going to let this one ride into tomorrow. And honestly, I'd probably be okay letting my Alphabet shares go at that price. SPY, on the other hand, look at that, 693. It's still rising. If I had bought a 1 day to expiration instead of a 0 day to expiration call, I'd be in pretty good shape right now. But I basically played the lottery yesterday and lost $20. So now I'm up $606 in total on the shares, and I want to get out of this position. And I want to get out because I want to trade a little bit more aggressively. I mean, I don't want to just wheel shares of SPY. It's not exactly, I'm not really swinging for the fences there if I do that. So I'm going to trade options, and I'm going to sell a covered call. Now I have to decide if I want to sell one expiring today. At the money is going to give me at the 694 strike, will give me $109. I can go to tomorrow and get 219. Wow, look at that. We just shot up. As I was saying this, we shot up another 30 cents. So I'll sell the 695 expiring tomorrow for $169. And if I do get assigned here, then you know what, so be it. I kind of need to get out of my SPY position anyway. That way I can trade some more aggressive positions. And if I don't get assigned, then I'll have made $169. So let's let that one ride. If everything expires tomorrow and I'm able to seize all that premium, then I'll be in pretty good shape. I'll be up about $250 minus what I lost on the call. So $230. And I'm going to need to do a lot better than that if I'm going to be making a dent in my 100K challenge. It's about 10 a.m. on Friday, January 16th. The market is kind of dumping a little bit here. I wanted to start trading at about 9:30 in the morning, but I had the maid here, so I couldn't actually record. There was too much noise going on. But what this does do, with the market kind of dumping off a little bit here, is will allow me to sell, or rather buy to close, my open options. So I've got the Alphabet covered call. Definitely not going to get assigned. This stock is trading at about 330, and I'm $12 out of the money on my covered call. So I'm definitely not going to carry this thing. I'm just going to close it right now, pay $2, get this thing wrapped up. That's going to give me a gain of $91. So let's buy to close. I'll give somebody $2 to take this off my hands. And the reason I'm going to close instead of just hold it is because if Alphabet rises a little bit more in the next, we get a nice dead cat bounce here, I could sell another option a little bit closer to the money and get some additional premium for it. I'm not going to do that yet unless I see some uptick again. But if that does happen, that'll give me another opportunity to sell another covered call and collect some more premium. So far we're at a gain of $91 on the options. And then my SPY 695 call, it's probably not going to get hit today. SPY is trading at 692. I really wanted to get assigned on this one, but it just doesn't look like that's going to happen. But I'm going to take the exact same approach I did with my Alphabet covered call. I'm going to close this one now for a 84%, almost 85% gain of $145. And between the Alphabet covered call and this one, it's going to give me a gain of over 230. So let's close this one here. And if SPY bounces a little bit, I'll sell another option a little bit closer to the money. And I don't necessarily just want to sell the shares. I know you can do that, but I'd really like to get some additional premium on the way out. I think what I'd like to do is wait and see if SPY will reach 694 today, and then I'll sell a covered call at the money. And that should give me, another at least $100 or so in the covered call. And I'll have a little bit of additional money from the stock going up. We'll check back in the afternoon. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon Eastern time. SPY has been, up and down a little bit. It's recovered. Now it's in the green. But I haven't really had an opportunity to sell another covered call. I wanted to see SPY hit 694 before I did that. I don't know. I mean, that may or may not happen today, but I'm ready to just get out of this position. I need to wrap this up and move on to something more aggressive because I'm getting pretty bored. So I'm going to sell a call slightly in the money. So let's go sell a covered call at the 692 price. And the 692 strike will award me. And SPY is dropping pretty quickly now, so it looks like this might not be the... Oh, geez. Man, it's really just dumping off right now. So am I even going to be able to get a fill? About 30 seconds ago, I could have got $80 for that covered call. Now it's more like 65. So if SPY stays above at 692 today, I'm going to sell my 100 shares of SPY at $692. That'll give me $69,200 cash. If it does not stay above 692, well then at least I'll have gained some additional premium by having sold this in the money covered call. What I'd prefer to have happen is that SPY just stays still right now. Just close it out at 692. I can take my money and reinvest into something else. Now we've got a 3-day weekend coming up, which means I'll have some time to do a little bit of research and decide what I want to get into next. I think I'd like to grab at least one momentum stock, something like one of the space stocks, and then with the rest of my portfolio, buy leaps on things that I think are undervalued. So when we tap back in next week, we'll see where we stand. So recapping my trading activity for episode 1, I first lost $14 on a SPY call. I thought it was 20, but Robinhood actually looks out for you by selling a call just before the market closes if you wouldn't have enough money to take assignment if it did happen. So Vlad helped me out a little bit and I only lost $14. My next trade, I took a $91 gain on an Alphabet covered call. Then I took a $145 gain on a SPY covered call. With the new SPY covered call that I just sold, I anticipate that I'll get assigned. That would result in a $68 gain on the covered call itself, and then a $424 gain on the SPY shares. This will leave me starting next week with 100 shares of Alphabet and about $69,000 in cash. I've got some thinking to do about which stocks I actually want to trade with that. I probably want to get into something a lot higher momentum, a lot higher volatility than what I've been doing so far. If you guys want to follow me on this journey, you can catch me on X, formerly known as Twitter, and you can also join our free Discord, where we do theta stuff all day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.